Well, it's time to predict the championship matches now because we're doing Premier League and Championship. So let's quickly predict these championship games. Just quickly before we start, let's go to Championship Game Week 1 and find out what happened. Sheffield Wednesday, I said 4-1 to Southampton. Let's check what that result was. It was 2-1 Southampton. I got that point. Then Blackburn vs West Brom. 2-1 I said to Blackburn. It was 1-0, so I got a point. And then Bristol City vs Preston. I said 3-0 Bristol City. It was 1-1, so I got 0 points. Fuck. And then Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 2. I said it was actually 1-0 Millwall. I said 0-0 between Norwich and Hull. It was 2-1 Norwich. I said 3-0 to Huddersfield against Plymouth. It was 3-1 Plymouth. I said 2-2 between Watford and QPR. It was 4-0 to Watford. I said 0-0 between Stoke and Rotherham. It was 4-1 Stoke. I said 2-1 to Birmingham against Swansea. It was 1-1. I said 3-0 to Leicester against Coventry. It was 2-1. I said 2-0 Leeds Cardiff. It was 2-2. I said Sunderland 3, Ipswich 1. It was 2-1 Ipswich. So if we count up the scores, out of 36, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of 36, so that's brilliant, isn't it? Well, let's hope we do better this time. Let's start with the 12:30 kickoff tomorrow. Coventry vs Middlesbrough. Will not play Allen and O'Hare for Coventry. Referee the Whitestone, venue Coventry Building Society Arena. For Middlesbrough, Clark, Dijik, Steele and Smith aren't playing. Here are the odds. Coventry's last game, in the Championship, lost 2-1 to Leicester. The goal scorer was McFadzean. And then in the EFL Cup, they lost 2-1 to AFC Wimbledon. Gordon scored a penalty, but then AFC Wimbledon got too late. With Middlesbrough in the league, they lost 1-0 to Millwall. And in the EFL Cup, they beat Huddersfield 3-2. Silvera, Jones and McCree got the goals. Huddersfield got a red card. Head-to-head, Coventry win. Draw, Coventry win. Middlesbrough win. My prediction for this game is Coventry 0, Middlesbrough 2. So let me quickly write it down. Championship round 2. Actually, we can now look at the standings here. Coventry are in 17th, Middlesbrough 21st. Coventry 0-2 Middlesbrough is my prediction. Right. We move on to the next game. Birmingham vs Leeds. Hall is questionable with a muscle injury for Birmingham. Referee Robinson, venue St Andrews Stadium. And then for Leeds, will not play Cooper with a heel injury, Dallas with a broken leg, Rutter with an injury, questionable, Bamford injury, Firpo injury, Greenwood injury, Harrison injury. Here are the odds. Birmingham's championship game was a 1-1 draw with Swansea, Dembele with the goal. In the EFL Cup, they beat Cheltenham 2-0, Bakuna with a brace. For Leicester City, for Leeds in the Championship, they drew 2-2 with Cardiff, Cooper and Somerville got the goals. And then in the EFL Cup, they beat Shrewsbury 2-1, Gelhardt and Strujic with the goals. Head to head, Leeds win, Birmingham win, Birmingham win, Birmingham win. I think it'll be Birmingham 1, Leeds 3. Wait, look at the league. Blah blah blah. Standings. Birmingham are in 12th, Leeds are in 11th. So it's a tight game. But I think it'll be 3-1 Leeds. Now, Cardiff QPR. Questionable with Allsop with a knock. Referee Langford, venue Cardiff City Stadium. QPR will not play. Clark, Salter, Colback and Dunn. Here are the odds. Head to head, right. In the EFL Cup, Cardiff drew 2-2 with Leeds, Bowler and Ugbo with the goals. In the EFL Cup, Cardiff drew 2-2 with Colchester, Colwill and Ette with the goal. But in the penalty shootout, Colwill missed, Romeo scored, Ojo scored, Ugbo scored. So it's 2-2, Cardiff won on pens. QPR lost 5-0 to... QPR didn't play in the EFL Cup? Question mark, question mark, question mark? Let me check. No, it wasn't played, but it will be played on the 16th. What's the date? The 11th. So that game will be played on the 16th. Okay. Right, QPR lost 4-0 to Watford in their first game in the Championship. Head to head. Draw, QPR. Cardiff, QPR. I think it will finish Cardiff 2, QPR 2. Because Cardiff are keep on getting those 2-2 draws. So I'm going to keep it that way until a mishap happens. Cardiff are in 10th, QPR are in 24th. Now we move on to Huddersfield versus Leicester City. Oh wait, no. It is QPR that... Sorry, let me check. Lineups. Yeah, it's QPR that, what's it called? I'm having problems. So I'm actually not going to make it 2-2. I think Cardiff will win this game 1-0. Imagine it's 2-2. Huddersfield versus Leicester. For Huddersfield, Anjoin, Kasumu, Lees and Turton will not play. The referee is Webb, venue John Smith Stadium. For Leicester, Cody and Christiansen will not play. Here's the odds. Huddersfield's last game in the Championship, they lost 3-1 to Plymouth. Hellick got the goal. In the AFL Cup, they lost 3-2 to Middlesbrough. Harrott and Hudlin got the goals. For Leicester City in the Championship, they beat Coventry 2-1. Drew Dewsbury Hall with a brace. In the EFL Cup, they beat Burton 2-0. In the Echo and Ndidi with the goals. Head to head, Leicester win, Leicester win, Leicester win. Draw, Leicester win. I think Leicester will win this game 3-0. Blah blah, Leicester. And let's quickly look at the standings. Leicester 6th, Huddersfield 22nd. Hull vs Sheffield Wednesday. Doherty won't play for Hull and referee is Donu, venue MKM Stadium. Odds. Hull's last game in the Championship was a 2-1 loss to Norwich. Liam Delap got the goal. In the EFL Cup, they lost 2-1 to Doncaster. Estepinian got the goal. For Sheffield Wednesday, in the league, they lost 2-1 to Southampton. Gregory got the goal. And then in the EFL Cup, drew 1-1 with Stockport back until the 97th minute. But in the penalties, Winder scored, Patterson scored, Bannon scored, and Gregory scored to get them through on penalties. Head to head, Hull win, draw, Sheffield Wednesday win. This will be a 0-0. I can see it. From a mile away. Let's quickly look at the standings. Hull win 18th, Sheffield Wednesday 19th. Ipswich vs Stoke now. Referee is Smith, venue Portman Road. For Stoke, Baker and Tesgale will not play. Here are the odds. Ipswich last game in the Championship, they beat Sunderland 2-1. Broadhead and Hurst with the goals. In the EFL Cup, they beat Bristol Rovers 2-0. Taylor and Aluko with the goals. For Stoke in the league, they beat Rotherham 4-1. Hoover, Vidigal with a brace and Brown with the goals. In the EFL Cup, they beat West Brom 2-1. Griffiths own goal, and Vidigal with the goal. Head-to-head, draw, Stoke win, draw. I think this game will finish Ipswich 3, Stoke 2. I got my money on Ipswich. Stoke is second, Ipswich 5th. We move on to Millwall vs Bristol City. Can't wait to look at the head-to-head for this. Referee is Stroud, venue the Den, Atkinson and Benurus, who've got injuries for Bristol City and will not play. Here are the odds. Head-to-head, 1-0 win for Millwall against Middlesbrough. SA with the goal. But in the EFL Cup, Reading beat Millwall 4-0. For Bristol City, it was a 1-1 draw against Preston. Bell with the goal. 5-1 win over Oxford United in the EFL Cup. Cornock, Knight, Wells, Naismith. Head-to-head, draw, Millwall win, Bristol City win, Millwall win. I think Millwall will win this game 1-0. Let's look at the standings. Millwall are in 9th, Bristol City 13th. Preston vs Sunderland. Evans and Rees will not play for Preston. Lennington is the referee. Deepdale is the stadium. And for Sunderland, Alice, Belton, Evans, Hume, Matete, Silt and Stewart will not play. Here are the odds. Head-to-head, 1-1 draw between Bristol City and Preston in the league. Keane with the goal for Preston. And in the EFL Cup, it was a 2-2 draw against League 2 sides Salford, Woodburn and Holmes with the goals. And then it went to the penalty shootout. Ledson miss, Keane goal, Best goal, Proctor goal. Salford went through on penalties, so Preston are knocked out. For Sunderland, 2-1 lost to Ipswich. Hume got a red card though, Neil with the goal. And in the EFL Cup, Sunderland drew with Crewe 1-1. Rigg with the goal. And then in the penalty shootout, Dak, Pritchard and Triantis. But they got knocked out. Is Joe Bellingham even starting for them? No, he's on the bench. Head-to-head, Sunderland win, draw, Preston win, draw, Preston win. I think it will be a 1-1 draw between Preston and Sunderland. Standings going to be a bit low. Preston 14th, Sunderland 16th. Next up, Rotherham vs Blackburn. Will not play for Rotherham, Ferguson, Lindsay and Pelita. Questionable for Rotherham, Eves, Green Hall. Referee Madley. Venue, ASIL, New York Stadium. For Blackburn, will not play Sigurdsson and Val. Questionable, Gallagher. Here are the odds. Rotherham in the Championship lost 4-1 to Stoke. Pelita got their goal, but then they got a red card. In the EFL Cup, they drew 1-1 with Morecambe, Kayode with the goal, but then in the penalty shootout, Hugill, Rathbone, Blackett and Onyedema got the goals for them. For Blackburn, they beat West Brom 2-1 in the league. Markande and Leonard with the goals, and then in the EFL Cup, they beat Walsall 4-3. Gilson and Ennis, Garrett and Buckley with the goals. Head-to-head, Rotherham win, Blackburn win, draw, Blackburn, Rotherham. My prediction for this game, Rotherham 1, Blackburn 2. Standings, Blackburn are 4th, Rotherham are 23rd. 3 more games to go now. Southampton vs Norwich. Bella Kotchap and Lavroys will definitely not play for Southampton. Referee is England. Venue St Mary's Stadium. For Norwich, Hanley, Sainz, Sorensen and Tomkinson will not play for them. Here are the odds. Sheffield Wednesday lost 2-1 to Southampton in the league. Armstrong got the goal and Adams did. In the EFL Cup, they lost 3-1 to Gillingham. For their goal scorer was Alcaraz. Now for Norwich, they didn't play in the EFL Cup. They're playing on the 16th, but in the league they beat Hull 2-1. Rowe and Ida with the goals. Head-to-head, Southampton win, Norwich win, Southampton win, Southampton win, Southampton win. Southampton will win this game 2-0. Southampton 2-0. Norwich. Standings then. Norwich 7th, Southampton 8th. Move on to Watford, Plymouth, the penultimate game. Gosling, Ince and Pussetto will definitely not play for Watford. Referee is Eltringham. Vicarage Road is the venue. Plymouth, Cooper, Galloway and Gillespie will definitely not play. Miller is questionable. Here are the odds. In the league, Watford beat QPR 4-0. Della Bashiru, Loser, Matthews, Martins and Bayo with the goals, all in the first half. In the EFL Cup, they drew 1-1 with Stevenage, Bayo with the goal. Then in the penalty shootout, Hoede scored, Sirota scored, Porteous missed, Healy missed and Cone scored, but that wasn't enough. They were knocked out on penalties to Stevenage. For Plymouth, they beat Huddersfield 3-1. With Taker, Mumba and Hardy with the goals. In the EFL Cup, they beat Leyton Orient 2-0. Wayne and Wayne with the goals. Head-to-head, Watford win, Plymouth win, draw. My prediction for this game, Watford 3, Plymouth 3. They're both scoring goals. In the league, Watford are in first, Plymouth are in third. We move on to West Brom vs Swansea. The final game, Dyke and Reach will definitely not play for West Brom. Referee Barrett, venue the Hawthorns. For Swansea, Bender and Walsh will definitely not play. Here are the odds. For West Brom, they lost 2-1 to Blackburn in the league. Phillips with the goal. And then in the EFL Cup, they lost 2-1 to Stoke. And Thomas Asante, Thomas Asante got the goal. For Swansea, they drew 1-1 with Birmingham. Yates with the goal. And then in the EFL Cup, beat Northampton 3-0. Pyra with a brace. Ginelli with the goal. Head-to-head, Swansea wins, draw. Swansea will win this game 1-0. West Brom 0-1. Swansea. So those are my predictions. West Brom are in 20th, Swansea are in 15th. These are my predictions. Coventry 0, Middlesbrough 2, Birmingham 1, Leeds 3, Cardiff 1, QPR 0, Huddersfield 0, Leicester 3, Hull 0, Sheffield Wednesday 0, Ipswich 3, Stoke 2, Millwall 1, Bristol City 0, Preston 1, Sunderland 1, Rotherham 1, Blackburn 2, Southampton 2, Norwich 0, Watford 3, Plymouth 3, West Brom 0, Swansea 1.